Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 32 now of the FIFA 20 Chelsea career mode, the Lampard Legacy, and you guys smashed it. We've hit 500 subscribers, so first and foremost, thank you guys for that. Don't forget to keep on subscribing, though we're not done there. We're going to keep on smashing it like you guys are, and I know you can. But second of all, not just the support on the channel as a whole, but the support on the last episode. So many comments telling me players to get, so I'm going to show you the calendar. We're only going to play 2 games, I think, today. That depends if we don't get loads of players in as well, because the amount of players that have been suggested, I'm going to be looking and scouting and doing all that today, so it's going to be busy, as we're going to have Man City away at the Etihad, and then Bayern Munich in the Super Cup. So yeah, 2 entertaining games at that. But before I show you any of that stuff, I think I had a spot-on comment for this. I had a lot of comments telling me what to do with N'Golo Kante, but I think I'm going to try and bleed Man United dry. I'm going to try and up the evaluation, maybe 80 million if I'm really cheeky. Maybe that's 73.9 that they're asking for as the highest. But yeah, I'm going to negotiate it. I don't want to sell Kante initially, but I definitely will if we get money for it. Yes, we've got money already and I don't need the money, but I think I could bring in a good replacement and a lot cheaper than this, so it'd be very nice. So I'm going to offer 80 million. They might just walk away straight away. Fair play if they do. We'll just keep N'Golo at the club, but 80 million? No, they want 64 and a 1% release clause. What is that? Come on. 75. 75 will do me. And no, they're going to go back to 64. That's not enough, I'm afraid. 70 million is probably the lowest I will drop. 70 million for N'Golo Kante is a deal. And no, they're going to walk out on it. Okay. Okay, I was willing to negotiate. I'm still willing to negotiate Kante for any other club, because it's a good thing that he's not going to United, because they're rivals. Finished 3rd last year, but yeah, I'll keep him here. But as for the list you guys gave me, it's a mountain. Nick Pope in the net. Yes, we've got a keeper in, but he's retiring at the end of the season. Ben Foster. Want to loan out Ben Reed, and Oblak needs a backup, so Nick Pope's a good suggestion. Of course, can afford every player in here, because the amount of money we've got is extraordinary. Wan-Bissaka, Aaron's, looking at both of them for right backs. Maybe I pick Aaron's just as a bench and actually give Reece James a chance in the team. Koulibaly's another one, and Soulé, Diaz, because of course our other centre-back, Tomori, went for 70 million, so Diaz is probably my pick of the bunch at the moment, because he is still at Benfica and needs to make that step up. Alphonso Davies, a left-back if we get rid of Alaba. I think he could be really good, coming in from Schalke. Don't know why he's dropped down from Bayern Munich. And then Declan Rice, of course, made that move in the last window, I think, to Monaco, so definitely like to get him back to the Prem at the club that he started his youth career at, so that'd be very nice. Frankie de Jong, Aouar, Bruno Fernandes, big names, very probably unrealistic, maybe not to some of you guys, but a little bit to me. But de Jong is probably the one I'd look at mostly out of them, and Aouar, probably not looking at Bruno Fernandes as much, because after all, Man United only finished 1 point below us, and I don't think he's going to make the big jump after that. Adama Traore and Atal both can play right back and right wing back, so both these suggestions are really good. Of course, everyone knows about Adama Traore. I'm going to have a look at him, but then also Youssef Atal. I missed out the chance to get him on another series I did earlier on, and he's got more traits, he's got more skill, he's got more weak foot. I think not more skill, but more weak foot. He is just a little bit shorter, but he's got high work rates, can play right back, not right wing back, so I think I'm actually leaning towards Atal. And then for maybe like a backup striker, Enes Ünal is still there, and Fabio Silva, who looks like his dynamic potential isn't growing as much as it probably can do if you buy him like right at the start when he's like 17, but Ünal is going to Newcastle at this moment, so I think I'm going to start today's episode off by delegating for this guy. I'm probably going to up it to 25, I don't think I'll get him for 90 million, and yeah, it's going to be a 3rd choice, like Batshuayi is in real life. Oh, and that's all over now. Still got scout reports going out as well for you guys you suggested, guys I'm just thinking of, guys that the game suggested in the scouting hub. But yeah, it's looking good at the moment. And a transfer offer in for Benrahma, one player I do really like, but have nothing against selling him, should I say. He's 80 rated as well from just sitting in the reserves. Marcus Alonso, another good player that I loved, and I let him go to Frankfurt. So maybe I go and let the 2 players that I love go and play together in Germany. So I'm going to offer 17 million. This should be paying that. That's okay for him, just above his evaluation. But no, 15 million would be very nice. Still going to try and negotiate. 15.9, not really. 15 million, 2% release clause. 13 point. Okay, I'll just let you have him. He's not going to play here. We don't need the money desperately. he can go and get some game time. And a loan offer for Ben Reid, which I think is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Sheffield United, that's where Dean Henderson flourished at, apart from my club Grimsby. But yeah, going to send him to Sheffield United. Definitely don't want that to break down, as I think that is a perfect move at 18-year-old. He'll come back, get some experience. Don't know if they're still in the Prem, but nevertheless, it's a good club to build players. Yeah, very happy with that one. As a transfer offer this time from Parma for Conor Gallagher. Want to keep him at the club, going to reject that. Really good backup player. And as Benrahma goes out, a loan offer for Aidan Peterson, one of his youth players. So yes, I accept that. I think it's from, is it Parma? No, it's a Frosino of Frosione, something like that, in the Serie A or Serie B, or Calcio B, whatever it's called. But I think before we get to this Man United game, we've got, not Man United, Man City game, we've got to sign someone. I'm still waiting on the report from Atal to decide on which right back or right winger, if you want to call it that. But yeah, Unal still's been negotiated, but I think Ruben Diaz alongside Skriniar would be very nice, or Delay. Maybe Delict, but Soulé looks like he's gone to Man United. Didn't actually realise they were at Man United. Koulibaly looks like he's off to City in real life, so maybe a bit unrealistic. So one of these two. And I think Diaz needs to move out of Benfica, out of the Portuguese league, and test himself a bit more. So hopefully he turns out like Bruno Fernandes when he comes to us. If he comes to us. We're going to start off by offering 40 million. I'll go straight up. Maybe they'll accept that straight away. 51 and a 10% sell-on clause, but no. At least it'll be cheaper than Tomori's selling price. I think Tomori was a year less, which is a little bit disappointing that we're getting an older player, but it doesn't matter. He had to move on, and hopefully Diaz is moving on to us. 51 million at the moment agreed, and I'll try and get him on important because David Alaba is the same rate. He'll take an important, not a crucial. You always love it when they take the little step down. They still expect to play though. As 4 years, no release clause. That is fine by me. However, his wage, I'm going to have to try and get this right. Oh, I hate starting with the wage. He's on 17, but of course he's going to want more than that. I'll offer 80. 80 is a lot, but it may be not enough. It is enough. 80k on wages. I don't know if that's overpriced actually, but we'll take him. Ruben Diaz is into the team, and he's probably going to come straight to the starting 11 over David Alaba, because I know me and a couple of you guys aren't the biggest fan at the moment of David Alaba. Although he's decent and versatile, I'm going to opt for Diaz. And we've reached a deal for Enes Ünal. Of course, I'm not going to get excited, but I'm very happy with it. But not excited because I do want him to take a rotational role, because Tammy Abraham definitely going to be the backup. He's been here all his life, a youth player, and of course he's never getting in front of Timo Werner, so if he doesn't take rotational, we probably do have a problem. I'll offer sporadic to be cheeky at the start, and he's actually going to accept it. Oh my, sporadic role for Enes Ünal. I'll take that any day of the week. I did not think you were going to take that. He wants more money than what do you call him? Not Bruno Fernandes. What's his name? Ruben Diaz. He wants more than that. He can have the same. I don't want him having as much, but he's not going to do it. He's going to take as much to just sit on the bench, but I'm happy with that. The third choice striker through the door. And there are our 5 signings. Very nice. And it might hurt a couple of Chelsea fans out there, but it doesn't hit me at the moment, because Club Atletico Lanús want to get Lucas Piazon. I know it's under his evaluation, but I'll accept it. He's been here so long, but the amount of loan spells he's had is unreal. So yeah, we're going to let him go, and hopefully he enjoys his time. I think it's in Argentina. And now, we've done it. We've done transfers, but we're at the day. Manchester City, as Reid actually departs for, what do you call it, Sheffield United. That's a very good deal. Charlie Musonda, below his evaluation, but I'll accept it because he's got no future here. Too old to be a youth prospect. And I'm going to show you the team because I've got it all sorted out. As Pulisic, asking to play, isn't going to be in the team. All black in the net with Reece James, Skriniar, Diaz and Chilwell. Kovacic, Kante and Kai Havertz with Hakim Ziyech. Timo Werner now 91 rated, and also Skriniar 90. Didn't realise that. And Sane up top. Yes, going to test Leroy Sané out for the first time. Test Diaz out for the first time. And I think that's it. Reece James is going to see if he can fit in as a full-time, and we'll see how it goes. And here we go. I think that's, who is it? Phil Foden? No, it's Lo Celso. Lo Celso making the switch from Tottenham to Manchester City. I mean, it's an interesting one, as Kante's there. And Azpilicueta is playing, and Kante hasn't got the armband like what usually happens, because we've got a new captain in time, Mateo Kovacic. Very underrated by many players, I think, and many people, so hopefully he can prove himself as Chelsea captain. However, enough about our captain, because we're going to look at the Man City lineup. Ederson's still in the net. Ricardo Pereira, Sam Umtiti, Emerick Laporte and João Cancelo at the back, with Lo Celso, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield, Bernardo Silva, Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling up top. Of course, no Leroy Sané, because we managed to rob him. And yes, they sing Blue Moon as we set up. We know our team and we know what we've got to do. Start the season with 3 points away at City. And here comes Raheem Sterling straight away. Skriniar coming across. It's gone into the box. Headed away from Aguero, who was lurking. So can we get on this ball? No. Kai Havertz just can't reach it. But what's been given? A free kick to us. I thought, what was that for? And Mateo Kovacic threw that gap to Kai Havertz. Actually signed for Chelsea in real life now, which is very nice. 71 million. Decent payment, I think cheaper than what we got him for. And we got him earlier on this, so Frank Lampard's done wonders there as Raheem Sterling round the corner. Aguero, we've got to stand him up. Skriniar does as well. Was thinking about him for the captain as almost went to their captain, De Bruyne, who was waiting. And yeah, here he is, Leroy Sané. He's made the switch from Manchester City to Chelsea. He's just avoided Bayern on this save, unlike real life, as Timo Werner has a chance here to Chilwell, who's getting forward. And Sané to score against his old club. He's absolutely made a hash of that. Ball still alive, though. Timo Werner. And that's a bit of a bad pass. Can we get there with Kante? We can. We've still got it alive. But Reece James, come on. We've still got it, though. Still got it. And can we score after all this? Kai Havertz. And it's a poor shot at the end. And here is a chance for De Bruyne to whip it in. And Manchester City winning a corner just before the half-hour mark. Still level. And I don't want to start off with a draw, to be honest with you. I know we're 2 times Champions League winners, so I've got really high standards for the Prem. We only lost it by 1 point on 102, so I think we should try and win it. And if we can, maybe go unbeaten, as that's a really good run. Leroy Sané got inside of Ricardo Pereira against his old club. Leroy Sané scores! It's 1-0 to Chelsea, and he's just gone away from Manchester City for free. Literally walked back into the Etihad, his old home stadium, and scored against them on his debut. Can't get any more better. Yeah, what a run from him. Really enjoyed him so far playing with him, and he kept the pace up. Ricardo Pereira beating him for strength, beating a right back for strength, when he's a bit of a skinny player, is Leroy Sané, and still puts it past his old mate Ederson, who almost got a hand to it but didn't, and we take the 1-0 lead before half-time as well. And Aguero, although Manchester City could reply here after our goal, Oblak, quick off his line, and I love that from you. He hasn't dropped his standards, as does Leroy Sané after his goal. He's still running. Come on, get there, Leroy. And it's just bounced off his shoulder. And can we get one more before half-time? That would be ideal, as we're putting it out wide here to Leroy Sané, who's loving getting involved. Good tackle this time from Pereira, but he's still going to get there. And can he whip a good ball in? That is a wonderful cross. Someone should be on the end of that. If it's Ziyech or Werner, I don't care. Throw your body at it, as he has been pulling the strings in this first half. 1-0 to Chelsea away from home. And we are playing outstandingly. Yes, they've had the chances, but it's Man City at home. You've got to expect that. And no changes going into the second half. Here's Kai Havertz passing it out wide to Reece James, who's actually played okay since, I think he lost the ball early on. But that doesn't matter because we're not going to put him down. However, Bernardo Silva starting off brightly for City here. Coming at us. He's going to whoop a ball in. No, he's going to pass it straight to Sané. And Sané's managed to get the ball off Ricardo Pereira, who's having a nightmare against him. And I don't blame him. He's not playing bad. He just can't beat Leroy Sané, who's got so much pace. He's still going, he's Sané. He's still going. He's still got the ball and tries to squeeze it in. But what a guy this has been. I know it's a bit unrealistic, but what a signing. As Kai Havertz, can he join in the fun? Went to backheel it. Kante's going to get there. No, he isn't. And here is N'Golo Kante. Turns out, gives it to Havertz. Run on from Timo. It's gone just round the corner and Umtiti's ready. But yes, still pulling the strings. And it's the German trio now, not just the German link-up. Well, I guess link-up could mean more than 2, but in my opinion, the German link-up is gone. It's now called the German trio, as we're going to chip that out wide to the only person who in the attack who isn't. And he didn't get it. However, Reece James has passed it to Kai Havertz. Chance for 2 here. He's got the ball back as Kai. And look at that. Straight to Timo. Straight back. Should be scoring. And oh, that is skillful. Off the post. And yes, it was an open net. Yes, it looked like you were missing it. But yeah, outside of the foot. Posting in 2-0. And Kai Havertz gets it. Beautiful finish from Kai Havertz. He kept battling on. Got the ball back off Laporte when he didn't mean to. And look at that. Just squeezed it in on the angle. Ederson was actually doing well to shut it off when he was out of position. Getting back in the net. But no chance when it comes off the inside of the... It's outside of the post. But he manages to hit the inside with the outside of his foot. Inside, outside, whatever it is, he's just gone and scored, and it's mental. And here is Kai Havertz again on the ball, straight after that goal. Straight through to Timo Werner. He's got Sane at the other side, and I tried to chip it, but Ederson's only punched it, and Kai Havertz for another one. That is shocking from the keeper, I must say, and we are walking away with it at Manchester City. I haven't touched the difficulty. You know me by now, guys. I don't touch difficulties. I just get better players in. At the moment, I've done that, and they're playing well. It's going to Sane. He put the pressure on Ederson, who had to punch it, and that is a beautiful chip over into the top corner from Leroy Sane. Not Leroy Sane, Kai Havertz. I'm saying I'm going to take Sane off now for Pulisic, but look at that top corner. And I would try and rate Ruben Diaz in the defence on his debut, but honestly, hasn't had anything to do, as I think he's booted the ball a couple of times out and got it from Oblak on like goal kicks, but apart from that, nothing, as Mason Mount has now come on for the two-time scorer Kai Havertz. Maybe a bit unlucky not to get a hat-trick, as Mason Mount could get an assist here. Timo Werner gets it for... Beautiful. 10 minutes to go, and it is 4-0 at the Etihad. Going to celebrate with the fans this time, and Timo, of course, he was going to get a goal. Brilliant from Mason Mount, though, just to come off the bench and get into the fun. As Azpilicueta is on the bench, but I do feel like I want to keep him off it and end his run, of course, with the Champions League lift. So, yeah, he's probably not going to play after that, but a really good finish past Ederson, nevertheless. And Timo Werner's off the mark as well. And here comes Rajishka that they've put on. I just don't get why they've made that signing. Maybe for the future, but you don't play him now. You loan him out, as Mason Mount has the ball again here. It can't be 5 against City. That is too embarrassing for him. As we've tried to chip it over, Timo Werner's actually got there and almost got there again. That would have been embarrassing. And just before the last minute, can we keep a clean sheet? Yes, we can, because Ruben Diaz gets in there and he's coming forward. He's coming all the way forward. Christian Pulisic's going to go all the way forward, and it's easier for Umtiti than Leroy Sane on that wing to tackle Pulisic. But 4-0 away from City on the opening day of the Premier League. Not that bad, eh? And the fun does not stop there, hopefully, as we move on to Bayern Munich next. Then Newcastle, which I don't think we're going to play. I think we're going to try and make a signing after this game. Just if we win it, we'll go out and make a big signing. If we don't, we'll make a smaller one. As Atletico Madrid put the offer in for Cesar Azpilicueta. No negotiations. I want this to go through. I want him to head back to his native country. I had it in mind. I thought, hopefully, that someone from La Liga will put an offer in. And yes, hopefully he goes and wins La Liga with Atletico Madrid, although Barca and Real Madrid will be a challenge. I hope he goes and enjoys himself there. And I'm sorry, but I'm that focused on winning the Premier League this time around. We've won the Super Cup already. I think we've won it and then lost it. So I'm going to put a weaker team out for it. Some of you guys may be screaming at me by now, but yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, guys. I want to improve some players that aren't going to play as much. The youth, of course. And then I'm going to play some players, hopefully, asking for a transfer like Alaba and co. As we've got Foster in the net. He's retiring at the end of this season. Hopefully he can get a trophy with us with his big move to Chelsea. Frimpong comes in. One of the signings we made. Want him to grow to like 80 rated, something like that. With Malang Sarr, hopefully getting a loan deal for him. Skriniar still in though. And Alaba at left back with Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher and Mason Mount in the midfield. So I think that's a youth. I think they're all academy graduates in the midfield. And then 2 up front with Hudson-Odoi and Abraham. And then Christian Pulisic. Maybe playing for a transfer. Maybe playing for his place in the team. It all depends how he does. And here we go. 3rd time out of 3 seasons we're into this. But you know what these are like. Bayern Munich when they're in town. Really good team. See a lot of new faces. But of course I love the graphics in this tournament. So we'll have a look at them for the team. And here is the FC Bayern team. Castells in the net with Pavard, De Vrij, Hernandez and Angelino at the back. Kimmich, Koke and Jorginho Wijnaldum in the midfield with Gnabry, Gabriel Jesus and Kingsley Coman, the scorer of the Champions League winner the other day up front, as Lewandowski's on the bench. Aura, it looks like they're doing the same as us, maybe concentrating on Bundesliga like we're concentrating on the Prem, and that's good for us, I guess. Over here's Conor Gallagher. Can we get the pass down the wing? No, we can't. I think it was a Frimpong making the run far forward, and he's out of position. Come on, mate, you got to get back. Got to get back. That's what you got to learn to do when you're in this team. As it's gone through to Serge Gnabry, the old Arsenal man. Don't want him scoring against us as he takes a shot on, and a good save, Ben Foster. And here's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pass it in the field to Mason Mount, but we've been tackled there. Come on, boys, fight for it back. As we've got it back. That's really nice from Hudson-Odoi doing the work for Frimpong. There's now Mason Mount. Keep on going, Mason. Keep on going. You can play right wing. I trust in you. As you're going to go back inside, though, to Tammy Abraham, who's back. Straight through to Hudson-Odoi, who loves an international tournament. Mr. Cup himself goes and scores. And we take the early lead against Bayern. And this could be a big uproar. We could get like 4 goals here the way we're playing. Patient, patient, patient. Look at this, straight through the gap to Hudson-Odoi, hits it first time, straight past Casteels. I don't know why they've downgraded on Neuer, but it looks like they definitely have as he gets nowhere near it. And Mr. Cup gets a goal in the cup. And here we have another chance. Look at this. Loftus-Cheek down the wing. He's got it again. Not Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi. And can he score another one? Oh, that was close to being an extraordinary goal. Better than the one against Liverpool if that would have gone in, because the angle was so tight. And here they come again. And they come Bayern Munich though. The first chance. Oh, dived in from Sarr. And that's not good from his new signing. His first involvement is cost us a goal. Gabriel Jesus, the ex-City man who just thrashed his old team, goes and scores. You never know, he could actually be on loan from them. But that is very, well, it's good skills from Jesus, but very poor from Sarr diving in like that. Wanted him to curl the slide tackle, but you know what I'm like when it doesn't curl slide tackles. It's gone past Ben Foster, and it's all level here. And I tell you what, free kick here. Frimpong isn't having the best of debuts as well. I'd arguably say he's worse than Sarr, because Sarr's had one involvement, one mistake, but Frimpong's had many involvements and many mistakes. As we've got a run on here with Hudson-Odoi, who's been doing the defending for him, and of course the attacking himself, as he's still going, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Cuts inside, like he did against Liverpool, but it's a save this time. It was almost identical. As Cameron win the header, Aliba does it against his old club, Mason Mount. Pass it across to Frimpong, in the middle to Hudson-Odoi, back to Mason Mount, who steps away from his man. Finesse time, handball referee, but it's not given. And here's Bayern Munich, just before half-time, getting an attack off. Malang Sarr has to deal with him right this time, and he has done. What a tackle, Malang Sarr. That is what you are capable of, son. As here comes Tammy Abraham, though. And we've got an attack on here. Tammy Abraham, good sliding tackle, and I cut straight into him. It's a bit slow and clunky as Abraham, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, as that is a wonderful crossing to Christian Pulisic, who scores. And before half-time, yes, the half should have been over, but we get another goal. Absolutely amazing. And I've just noticed I forgot to do squad numbers. Suggest down below squad numbers, because I forgot to do them, as that's a good finish nevertheless from Christian Pulisic, who shouldn't be number 22, straight past Casteels, but an even better ball from Tammy, who was slating when he did it, but turned out very well. And that's the half-time whistle straight away. Very nice time to score, and one time that we used to always score at, but we've actually slowed down at doing so. They've had 2 shots on target and 1 goal, which is a bit disappointing. It should be 2-0 to us at the moment, but I'm not complaining. 1-0 up, or 2-1 up should I say, in the Super Cup final. And here's Angelino running at us though, so Bayern Munich look like they're coming out in the second half. A bit more attacking intent as they've had to header that away. Gone back into the danger area. Sarr now to get it away, and this is an attack on here. Christian Pulisic has got this wing to run at. Benjamin Pavard's gone, and De Vrij's not getting across to Christian Pulisic. Keep on going, Pulisic. Now try and cut back inside. Oh, he tried his skills, but didn't do them well. And a substitution here. Frimpong, it must read the game and say it's disappointing, because it's told me to quick substitution him off. So we've got, is it, I forgot his name, Alvarez Ruiz or something? Ruiz Alvarez, I'm unsure, but is that Spanish centre-back we signed last episode? Well, he's here on the ball. Ruiz Alvarez, right, it's that way around, as we get the ball into Gallagher, as Mason Mount turns out. We've got a chance here, if that can go over Pavard, and it can. Pulisic, come on, you've had experience against Bayern Munich with Dortmund. You should be shredding these, as it's into Mason Mount. Get there ahead of Pavard if you can, but it's cleared. And a throw in from Ruiz Alvarez at the top corner goes to the other corners. Loftus-Cheek gets it. Going to backheel that back to David Alaba. In the middle to Mason Mount now. Gallagher making the move. Conor Gallagher with a chance. Poor shot. Gets the rebound. And Tammy, you've got to be closer. If we get the result here, it doesn't look like it's going to be a big one that I expected when we scored early on. And of course, after the Man City thrashing, as Mason Mount actually could get us another goal here though. And it's a good block. Still, all us. As Timo Anherin's going to come on now for Mason Mount. So yeah, a youth player I haven't used much, and probably his dynamic potential's gone down a bit. Is getting a chance, as Ruiz Alvarez had a chance there as well. And here comes Joshua Kimmich. We've got to try and get across to him. Why is Alaba not coming across to him? As I've got a chance, and it's 2-2. Very poor defending there. Loftus-Cheek's going to come on for Kovacic, who's going to come on, or Kovacic said it weirdly again, and I don't know who scored it. It wasn't Kimmich, were it? I think he passed it in the end. Yeah, this is Kimmich coming through, and is it Lewandowski off the bench? He looks a bit small to be him. It's Houssem Aouar, one of the players we're looking at signing. Of course it is. And that means we're going to have to try and do it all over again. But if it ends 90 minutes at 2-2, that means 1 draw in 90 minutes, 1 loss in 90 minutes, and 1 win in 90 minutes overall in the Super Cup. Although, actually, no. I'm wrong. It took it to extra time against Liverpool, and hopefully we'll take it to extra time here as the pushing. Hassim Aouar on the ball again. Skriniar dives in to the edge of the box. They've gone round us, and they've scored in the 89th minute. Kingsley Coman's turned it round, and we looked, honestly, like we were flying in this game, and now it looks like we're going to lose it. Really good sidestep in, and he's put it past him. Conor Gallagher had to do the defending, and he didn't do it. It is Kingsley Coman, and it is 3-2 to Bayern Munich. That one stings. And yes, we've had a weaker team out, but I honestly thought we could still do this, as we still can, but that's poor from Abraham, and we can't. Bayern Munich win the Super Cup this year. That's 2 defeats in this trophy, and we've only lifted it once. And I think it was against Liverpool, the hardest opponents to lift it against, but Bayern Munich deserved it. Europa League winners beat the Champions League winners in this one. But I'll take the Champions League over the Super Cup or the Europa League any day. And yeah, back to the drawing board we go. 4 shots and the 1-3-2. We had 11 and we only scored 2. That's a bit worrying. Maybe just to cheer me a bit up after that disappointing defeat, we go ahead and try and sign someone, because we're not going to play the Newcastle game, as Piazon transfer talks broken down. No, Musonda's at least gone. We haven't got many scout reports back. One player I'm looking at, Alphonso Davies. I've got my eye on you. Just played for, well, he didn't play for Bayern, did he? He played for Bayern in real life, but he plays for Schalke on this. Very versatile, can play on both wings and at left back, so that's the guy I'm thinking about. But I think I will end it here because it says recently joined the club, damn it, so we're not going to be able to sign him anyway. And I said I wanted to make a new signing to cheer me up, but I think I'd be more happy in the long term if I waited, scout reported everyone, and picked the right one from the bunch, which at the moment kind of looks like a Tal. So let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. Let me know your thoughts on transfers and everything else. So unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you guys for 500. That is amazing. Halfway to 1K. That rhymes. It's so perfect. It must happen. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy your day. Peace.